Sai Ram. Welcome to Prashanti Nilayam. I am so happy to meet youth from Malaysia. I very well remember my visit to Malaysia and a meeting of youth held in
UKM.
UKM?
Yes.
Good. And I remember some faces also. I am so glad to meet youth group once again from Malaysia. My trip to Penang, right across the sea, is so beautiful, where I met Dr. Arul there. My visit to Alusta, right?
Yes.
Is also very fresh because it was the inauguration of the mandir built by the devotees. I also remember the two of the gatherings I addressed in Kuala Lumpur. So, when I say Malaysia, these places come to my mind and appear on the screen of my mind. In the recent years, Swami has been giving lot of importance to youth. Just few days ago, some of the organizers happened to meet Bhagavan for permission. Swami is reported to have remarked, instead of children, you should have brought youth. So Swami's attention is more and more focused on youth. Why? One reason is youth are the passengers who are to travel long distance in the train of life. Whereas in this train of life, we are not long distance passengers. The stations are quite near for us. Therefore, those who have got sufficiently long innings in their life can implement what Baba said in their lives, because you are still fresh and have not yet been conditioned or programmed. You youngsters are with an open mind and you will be able to practice what Baba wants you to practice in your life. That's one reason why Swami lays emphasis on the youth. The second reason, I presume, is that youth are the torchbearers of the culture of their respective nations. The culture of Malaysia can be upheld by the youth of Malaysia. The culture of Indonesia can be upheld by youth of Indonesia. Likewise, youth are to be groomed, are to be trained so that the culture of their lands can be upheld. That's second reason. And third, Swami wants to bring in the principle of duty, devotion and discipline among the youth, so that these three will become part of the pattern of their life. Duty is not a thing which applies for a particular period of life or particular point of time in a day. Duty should be part of our life. Discipline should be part of life. So to see that these important aspects become part of life, but not seasonal. These things are not seasonal, they are not occasional, they are not ceremonial, they are not accidental, much less incidental. They become part of our life. It gets absorbed into the bone and marrow of our body. That's third point. And fourth, the purpose of the present avatar is revival of human values. I'm very fond of giving this example. I don't mind repeating. You don't have to tell a dog, behave like a dog. You don't have to tell a tree, be like a tree. It's most unfortunate that a human being has to be taught, be a human being. It is here, in this context, the teaching and the application of human values surface. So the human values have to be taught and have got to be practiced right from this age, the tender age. That is fourth point. And the fifth, why he has taken up youth and is giving a prime importance to them is this. There's more of materialistic objectives. There's more of materialism in our lives today. There's more of liking for money, and there's more of taste for authority, power. So we want power, we want properties, we want politics. 3 P's: politics, power, and properties. But in their place, Swami wants us to cultivate the other 3. What are they? Purity, patience, and perseverance. Not these 3: politics, properties, and positions. So he wants you to have purity, patience, and perseverance. And he wants these youngsters, right from this age, develop a kind of spiritual attitude in their life. A spiritual attitude, most unfortunately, is developed when it is too late in one's own life. After retirement, when one is close to the grave, he wants to be spiritual. He is forced to be spiritual because he is already condemned by his near and dear. The body does not cooperate. Mind is always absent. Intellect is never functional. With this second-hand body, he wants to become spiritual, which is ridiculous. Spirituality is not for old people. Maybe a time pass for them. But spirituality is the life for an youngster. Spirituality is the captain of your ship. And spirituality is a propeller to your aircraft, that you understand it. It's not a thing to be developed or cultivated in advanced age where you don't have any other alternative. So to sow the seeds of spirituality right from the beginning. And the next, the principle of oneness. We are divided on grounds of geography. Indonesia, Malaysia, India, very good. There's nothing wrong about it. We are divided on grounds of language. But Swami wants us to be united on spiritual grounds. Spiritually we are one. You may be in Malaysia, I am in India. But yet, the blood composition there in Malaysia does not change from that of India. The bone structure, the physical frame bones, the skull, the skeleton in India is no way different from Malaysia. So, the essential unity based on spiritual grounds is one of the important aspects that God has taken up during this avatar period. Therefore, these are the objectives of this avatar, and he has chosen youth particularly now. My appeal to you is to listen to Bhagavan's discourses meant for youth more and more. Today, lot of literature is available, classified. Baba's message for students, Baba's message for youth, Baba's message on devotion, Baba's message on sadhana. So the literature is available, classified. So I want you to go through the literature of Sai, meant for youth, what he wants you to know, how he wants you to grow, what he wants you to develop, what he wants you to practice. Please learn Start living like that so that your life will be fruitful, successful, purposeful, enjoyable, and above all, blissful, worth living. And coming year is going to be the 85th birthday of Bhagavan Sri Satsang Baba. I tell you, celebration of 85th birthday is an important event in the history of mankind, because you don't find incarnation every year. Avatar is not an annual feature. Avatar is not a decennial feature either, nor a centenary celebration. But avatar happens once in 1,000 years or even more. Since we are contemporaries of this present avatar, having seen him, having known him, having been with him, having read about him, we should also celebrate 85th birthday in a fitting way. Perhaps I personally feel that youth have an important role in the celebration. What can you do? What you plan to do? That we'll have it in the course of discussion to follow later. So this part, I want to put it as an introductory note that will be followed by discussion. You can ask any question under the sun. Not necessarily what I spoke till now. No, not necessarily so. You can ask any question and I shall try to answer to the extent possible. Therefore, in discussion, we'll cover up certain of the aspects you are interested in. The topic I have chosen to speak as a prelude to this session is only to trigger your enthusiasm, only to gear up your dynamism, so that you would all come forward, open up your heart and express your feelings and sentiments. Now I welcome questions from everybody. Everybody. Do not have any reservation. And we have one or two friends from Visakhapatnam. You must have seen yesterday the program put up by the Visakhapatnam from the state of Andhra Pradesh. Children from Satsang Vijayavihar. They staged a very interesting program because Vijayavihar has completed 25 years. To mark the occasion, the Silver Jubilee celebration, they just made a cultural program presentation which was quite apt, quite interesting. The music, the dialogue, the dances and also cutouts are so beautiful. I thank you, appreciate you for your presence and participation. Thank you. Yes. Girls first. You can ask a question. Yes, please. Kindly feel free, because we should make use of the time, best use of the time.
We've read about how you have waited for many years before Swami actually met you, and for a whole bunch of us here, this is like the first time that we're waiting for hours for Swami to come up for session and all that. So perhaps maybe you can share your experience and how was the waiting for you and in the beginning stage, and how did you overcome that feeling?
Well, I doubt how many could hear her question. If I am right, I shall put it again in my own way. Correct me if I am wrong. Add or supplement or delete or omit or whatever you choose to. What she wants to know from my own experience is this. There was a time when I had to wait for a long years, at least 7 years, to see Swami in close quarters and to interact with him. It took about 7 years. She wants to know from me what my feelings were at that time of waiting. How my feelings would help you now as you are waiting today. I have few points to let you know. though it was painful to pass through long period of waiting, yet later I realized why my probation was so long. The reason probably is I was not fully mature enough from the point of heart. From the point of head, I was sufficiently mature as I was already in service, having put in a couple of years as professor in a university already. So it's not psychological maturity that matters. Maybe that Swami waited for my heart to be mature enough, to be receptive as to catch his message. That's one point. The second, my background is altogether different. I belong to a school of philosophy that does not accept Rama, Krishna, Avatar, idolatry, nothing whatsoever. For such a man to accept Baba as God, as incarnation, is very difficult. I am not from a traditional family. I am not after these avatars for 3 generations. For such a man to accept him, it will take time. Maybe Baba worked on me very hard for 7 years with a crowbar as if hitting the bedrock. Maybe quite possible. That's one. Because it was so difficult to accept him. And then I can also tell you, as waiting was prolonged, determination to hold on also continued in me. Let me continue. Let me repeat. Let him take his own time. But I shall not drop. I shall not leave you. I will continue to visit repeatedly, irrespective of nearness to you, irrespective of gaining an interview with you. Next point. I was reading his books where I felt nearness. I was meeting devotees where I felt closeness. I was listening to miracles of people from all the world over, which brought me a kind of enthusiasm, a kind of satisfaction, a sort of fulfillment. So, listening to stories of devotees, reading his message, participating in bhajans, active participation in seva activity, continued my spirits through all these 7 years. Something like an intensive study so as to gain proximity to him. So it was all a beautiful period of waiting, which I have learned in retrospect later. Though during that period, I certainly felt it painful. Am I clear? Thank you for the question. This side. No question? Yeah. After 7 years, how Swami caught hold of you, how you could go to him, is your question. I am repeating so that all can hear, because Malaysians seem to be soft in their voices. Well, I am not a soft man. I am a hardcore. Therefore, I know for my loud voice. So I am repeating that question for the benefit of everybody. After 7 years of waiting, it so happened I went to Anantapur campus. Anantapur campus is meant for girls. Well, I was working in a co-education institution, so I have no idea of Swami's college. So I went straight into the college campus and successfully prevented by watchman at the entrance. And he said, "You cannot go." I said, "Why?" He said, "This is a college, girls' college." I said, "So what?" He said, "Men are not permitted." I said, "Then what?" "I would like to go to the office." He said, "Sorry, sir, Swami is here today. Some governing body meeting is going on. You cannot enter," he said. Well, he was a well-built man, watchman. I was afraid that he may manhandle me. So at that moment, to keep up my own prestige, I stood at the gate, which was closed outside. And somehow, the heart of the gateman melted. He said, "Sir, you can walk few steps, but not beyond. If you go beyond, you'll get it. You can just go few steps forward." I said, "Why not?" So I went few steps forward, and then Baba came down from the terrace. The meeting was over. After the meeting, Swami came down. There he stood in the veranda. He was surrounded by members of the governing body of Sri Satsang College for Women. Who are the members at that time? V.K. Gokak, Suri Bhagavantam, Kraxi, people of international eminence, prominence. And Swami came down there in the veranda. I was there standing at the gate, far distance, afraid of watchmen, curious of Swami. So I was at the gate. Believe me or not, Swami shouted, "Anil Kumar, come here." First time he uttered my name, which is a dream even today. Because for 7 years, I could never be near him. For 7 years, he never came close to me. Never. I was always getting 20th row, 30th row, a backbencher all through. But when it said, "Anil Kumar, come here," I thought the name of the watchman may be Anil Kumar, not this Anil. Why? Because all these 7 years, I continued to be an Anil Kumar. I am not a new Anil Kumar after 7 years. So I was looking that side and this side. Then watchman said, "Sir, Swami wants you. Are you Anil Kumar?" I said, "Yes." Then I started running towards the veranda. I'm a bit emotional man. So I started running, galloping like a racehorse. Went straight to the veranda. Swami said, "Slow, slow, slow. Settle down, settle down." And then I went to that place after giving a talk at Hindupur on the previous night. I did not mention anything to Swami. Swami looked all around and said, "He is a professor from Guntur." And he gave a talk last night in Hindupur. His talk was very well appreciated by everybody. He spoke many things from Swami. He went on speaking about it. For 7 years, a fellow who is nicely ignored, wonderfully dropped, unhonored, unwept, unsung. Suddenly God spelling out my name, calling me close, explaining what happened on the previous night is a thrill of thrills, an excitement of excitements, a wonder of wonders. Then I was looking at him, and then he introduced me to everybody. He's a professor, he speaks very nicely. And what happened to my God all these 7 years? And introduced me to everybody and said, "Come for Dasara celebration." In fact, I decided not to come for Dasara because Dasara celebration is a busy period and difficult to get accommodation. And Swami wants me to come for Dasara. What am I to do? So anyhow, I came to Prashanti Nilayam for Dasara in the year 78, after 7 years of waiting with family. And generally, wherever you go, people say no. I got accustomed to that. Accommodation, no. Shall I sit here? No. Okay, all right. So, shall I stand here? No. Can I sit here? No. So I got used to this no everywhere. So I came here, accommodation, no. So opposite Ganesh Gate, there was one shop called Rangappa. He has cloth shop. Now it is a big building. At that time, a very small one. He has got some rooms, and I rented one of the rooms and stayed there. Paid for the lodging, for lodging purpose. In those days, I paid about 100 rupees advance, I think, long back. And that Rangappa's accommodation lodging was so nice that all doors are collapsible. You can remove the door and you can put it. You can remove the wing, you can put it. It's all like that. With no bathroom facilities. It's all open university, you can go anywhere. That was the situation. So somehow I got adjusted, went and sat there. Swami came that side silently, stood in front of me and lifted both of his hands and said, "Papam, papam," meaning what a pity it is. I said, who is the center of pity now? Who is to be pitied? Am I to be pitied? No, I'm fine. I was looking that side and this side. And Baba said, "You Guntur professor." Oh, I see. Then he said, "All right, where are you staying?" I said, "Swami, I am staying outside." "Oh, I have come with my family, children, Swami." "Oh, I see. No. Stay inside." First time Swami talking to me, I didn't know. "Swami, I cannot stay inside because I already paid advance to that man. Paid money, how can I lose money? I cannot." "Hey, don't worry. Tell that fellow, Swami wants you to stay inside. He will return your money, don't worry." And then there was one ashram secretary at that time by name Kutumbarao. He called that Kutumbarao and said, "He is a Guntur College professor. Give him accommodation freely, immediately, whenever he comes to Prashanti Nilayam." So from that 78 till this day, I have not paid single pi for accommodation. Nothing. Because that was his instruction. And then I sat there. The next day he said, in front of me, "I heard that you dance," he said. "I dance, Swami?" "No, you are a dancer, I know," he said. What dancing, Swami? I don't dance." No. You dance on the stage, I said. "What does, Swami?" "As you speak, you also dance." "I know," he said. "Oh, I see, Swami." Then he said, "I will arrange your dance during Dasara season." I was wondering, can God speak like that? How does he know that I dance as I speak? Okay. Then on Durgashtami day, evening 5 o'clock, Savadal were searching for me. Where is Anil Kumar? What happened? I have become all of a sudden VIP. A fellow who is nobody. Then they took me to the dais and Swami looked at me and said, "You speak now." Right. I'm ready, no problem. Ever ready batteries, I can speak anytime. Okay. And there's some 2 students, one lecturer I believe, from Swami College, they were also supposed to speak that evening. Swami went to them and encouraged those boys, "Speak well, speak nicely." But he did not tell me anything. What is it, Swami? I am also your child. Why do you think those students are your students? Why? Oh, you are acting like a stepmother. This is not the way. I felt so bad. And then he sat on the dais and called me. "You speak now." Then I said, "Swami, in what language?" "What?" "Swami, shall I speak in Telugu or English?" "You speak in English. Prashanti, international audience, you speak." Okay, I spoke. Somehow, next day, he came close to me and said, "It is very nice. All have appreciated. Swami liked it. I will another lecture on Vijayadashami day. In Telugu you speak this time." I spoke on that day in Telugu also. And then, on the last day, he called me to come to Mandir. Who will allow me to get to Mandir? At that time, Delhi Sevadal, they were managing Mandir, Sevadal duty. In India, there are two parts, South India and North India. Those from the North India, they eat wheat. They are very strong people, very good personality, very fair in complexion. Those from the South, they are wide. They are not tall, they are wide. So they are not strong. The South India rice-eating people, rice and sambar, they are wheat and roti, abbo, they are very strong people. That too from Delhi. They are holding their hands as if to throw me into Chitravati. I said, hey, Swami wants me to bow, bow. I was also sure they'll give me one or two blows also. So when they were holding their hands like that, what I did was, I ran away. By the time they were looking, I already reached veranda. I sat there, and Swami called me, and he said, speech is nice, Ayya. You spoke nicely. And he put one cover in my pocket. I didn't know what that cover is. I said, what, Swami? He said, have new dress for Swami's birthday. Why? Why should I have new dress for Swami's birthday? Then I said, Swami, my birthday is October 25th. Hey, Papa, you don't know, huh? First time. Okay. You see, in that cover, I gave you money. That money is enough to have two suits. One for your birthday, one for my birthday. And I kept some extra money also as teaching charges. Is it okay? I don't know all this. Then I said, Swami, I am a professor in the university. I get salary. I'll get stitched. What is there? I'll buy cloth and get it stitched. No. I'm giving money, not that you don't have money. No. Supposing when your mother gives you money, does it mean that you don't have money? Mother blesses you like that. It is love of the mother. Why do you say like that? Then I said, I'm sorry, Swami, I don't know. It is from that day I started wearing these suits. And then I was wearing full suits and shirts and all that. But from that day I started wearing this. And then I got two suits ready and came for birthday. Swami said, see how romantic he is. And you see, yesterday you wore one suit, today you are wearing another suit. This suit is very nice. Why? This is Baba's birthday suit. It's very nice. Yesterday is not that nice. This is so nice. I started enjoying. Oh, does God speak like that? Oh, I see. And then 79 again, he gave me a chance to speak. Well, I spoke. And then suddenly he wanted me to come and climb up upstairs, meet him there on the terrace. Impossible. And there in Prashanti Nilayam Mandir, there are winding steps. Slowly you should go. So when Swami wanted me to go there upstairs, I was rushing. So you will fall, come slowly, I say. Baba said. Slowly I climbed the steps and went to the terrace. I tell you what a grand room it is. The carpet, wonderful carpet. Our good God with the chest like that, walking on both sides. He saw me. Oh, sir, come on, he said. Sir? I was a bit excited. Then he gave me silk dhotis. You know, the Andhra people wear dhotis. Silk dhotis. I said, Swami, I don't wear silk dhotis, I don't wear. Why this? No. The silk dhotis are given to scholars, so you take it. Swami, I'm not a scholar, I'm a professor. No. You spoke there very nicely. You are a scholar, take it, he said. Okay. Then he gave me a shawl. Swami, shawls, why? I take it. All right. Take this safari suit. Have third suit now, understand? Take this suit. And then gave me some fruits. One bag full. And then he laid both his hands on my head and said, I bless you, long life, healthy life. I bless you with many opportunities to go around the whole state of Andhra and propagate Sai message. That's how he blessed me, laying both of his hands on my head. Since that day, every Sunday, every Saturday, every festival, every occasion, I was always on tour, never at home, speaking about Swami, all over Andhra Pradesh for 20 years, traveling by bus, traveling by train, traveling by lorry, tractors, sometimes walk, sometimes slept in the bus stand, sometimes slept there at the railway station, but my business is to go around and propagate Sai message. That's how I have come like that, the first encounter with God Himself. Yes, girls. Perhaps for your short question, I gave a long answer. Yes. Yes.
Would Swami expect perfection for a beginner?
Pardon?
Would Swami expect perfection for a beginner in spirituality?
Does Swami? A very good question. What's your name?
But it's not my question.
No, what's your name?
Kubashini.
Kubashini. Means what? I think it is Subhashini. Ku. Please, in India, tell Subhashini. In Malaysia, say Kubashini. Because Su meaning good. Ku is bad. Bhashini is speech. So, you speak good, you speak nicely. Subhashini. Kubashini is harsh tongue. So, in India, you are Subhashini. In Malaysia, you are Kubashini. But you are Bhashini in both the places. So, the question from Subhashini is this. Does Swami expect perfection in spirituality? Right? My friends, perfection is a myth. Perfection is an imagination. Perfection is a distant goal. Perfection is a state that you would never reach and attain. Then why that perfection word is there? So that you will continue to travel, so that you will continue to march on, forward, onward. So perfection is just an imagination, but not a reality. And then in spirituality, there is no question of perfection because spirituality itself is perfect. And whatever little you do is perfect. A child sings well in Balavikas. Is it perfect or imperfect? Perfect. Youngster does seva, service. Is it perfect or imperfect? Perfect. Ladies sing in bhajans. Perfect or imperfect? Perfect. So everything is perfect unto itself. There is nothing like common parameter. There is nothing like a common standard. Everything is perfect at your own level. Understand that? If you set a common goal, it becomes worldly thing. In spirituality, everything is perfect. All are perfect. There is nothing like imperfection. Am I clear? Good, Subhashini. I don't forget your name. Yes.
For example, like students like us, youth like us, how can we go to the level that you can. How can you, what the efforts we have to do to get communicate with Swami directly?
The question is this: as youth, what we should do, how we should speak directly to Swami. Good. It's a good question. There are two ways of speaking to him. One way of speaking to him is your hard work in the field of service and your devotion to Swami and an opportunity to be here to talk to him directly, physically. One. The second way of talking to him within. You can talk to him within. Millions of devotees talk to him from within. That's what we call inner voice. Inner voice or conscience. Swami appears in your vision. Swami appears in your dream. You talk to him. He answers your questions. My view is this: to a human being, you need to talk directly, physically, face to face. But he is God. He is God. You don't need to talk to him face to face directly. You can talk to him within, at the level of the conscience. You can talk to him intuitively. You can talk to him in your dreams, because God communicates. He has many channels, whereas we being human beings have only one channel of communication. God has many channels of communion. God communes, man communicates. Understand? So there are several channels of communion between you and your God. Simple example: when you read Sanatana Sarthi, Ashram magazine, or when you read Swami books, you'll get answers to your questions. Is it not talking to Swami directly? When you hear his discourse, you get answers to your questions. Is it not talking to him directly? When you listen to bhajans, you get some answer from inside. Is it not talking to him directly? When you sit in meditation, you get beautiful ideas from inside. Is it not Swami talking to you directly? So there are several ways of communion with God. That's what Christians call it, Holy Communion. Holy Communion. That's what Hindus call it as inner voice, or what we call Antaryami. That's inner voice. Am I clear? Yes. Girl side.
Uncle, as much as we can talk to God through messages, through people who come and see us and everything, but is it wrong or is it a pipe dream to yearn that one day he will speak to you in the physical form?
Why not? It took 7 years for Anil Kumar to speak to him.
Yeah, but you were in India.
But it took 7 seconds for some people. It took 7 minutes for some people. It took 7 years or 14 years for some people. Simple example. Some will understand when I say once. Some will understand if I repeat twice. Some will understand if I repeat thrice. Someone will not understand even if I repeat 100 times. As a teacher I know. So it depends upon our deservedness. It depends upon our sensitivity. It depends upon our receptivity. It depends upon our depth of devotion. It depends upon our love for him. So these are the factors that will take us nearer and closer to him.
One more question, Uncle. These are 15 to 16-year-old young youths who are caught up with going to school, coming back, tuition, right up till night, homework, continuing late night, and then they sleep. How would spirituality be seen in their lives?
I think all of you are hearing her question. Thank God, she has got good voice. Yes. To a doctor, treating patients with love, correct diagnosis, correct medicine, kind enquiries is spirituality. To a teacher, treating students with love, in full understanding, being considerate towards them with all the concern is spirituality. So, to be excellent on the top in your own field is a sign of spirituality. Spirituality is excellence. Excellence. Understand it? Because as a doctor, I am a total failure and I am highly spiritual, ridiculous. As a student, I fail in the examination, I am highly spiritual, horrible. I am a housewife, always fight with my husband, but I am highly spiritual, nonsense. I am a husband, I always try to tease my wife or try to beat her thrice a week, and highly spiritual, terrible. So, spirituality is not going to the temple, reading a book. Spirituality is love. Satya dharma shanti premalu. Satya dharma shanti premalu lekunna. Vidyalal niyu nerchina viluvasuna. With all the truth, righteousness, love and peace, all your education is useless. Bakula satkariya labham busunna. All your good acts are valueless, no value at all. Dana dharma sarthakata sunna. Your acts of charity are of no value if you don't have human values. Padabulanu yelina falamu sunna. You may occupy exalted position. They are also useless. So fundamental human values, practice them as a student, as a parent, as a teacher, as a doctor. That is spirituality. Am I clear?
Yeah, uncle. But parents are in a rat race for their children to excel in their exams, and excel means they must get their A's, and that's a pressure on them. And with that, the stress and everything, they get caught up and they're exhausted. That they don't feel the energy for values, or it's not a rising up within themselves.
Well, that's why Baba started youth wing, Bala Vikas, pre-Sevadal, to have a kind of balance in life. Too much of head will make you stressful, will make you tensed. Too much of head. Therefore, there should be physical exercise, sports, athletics, yoga, so that physically you'll be fit. Good instruction, good education to your mind, silent sitting, meditation, bhajan to your heart. So, body, mind, intellect, all these three have got to be integrated so that you'll have a total personality, a complete integrated personality. But unfortunately, some pay attention to the body, so that you'll be a file man with no brain at all. Some give importance to the head. He is a gold medalist, but a fellow cannot. He is very weak. A cloud there is enough to catch cold. Useless fellow. So some people are highly spiritual, but they are not practical. We should have complete, total development of human personality. BMI, B body, M mind, I intellect. Equal development of BMI is integrated personality, or else disintegrated personality. Am I clear? Yes. Yes.
After your professional period of 7 years, how do you balance with your material life and family life and spiritual life?
I think, his question, you heard it? 7 years you have been coming and going. how did you manage your family life and spiritual life? My friend, spiritual life is not separate from family life. Spiritual life is not separate from your student life. Spiritual life is not separate from your professional life. Professional life, family life, individual life, educational life, all life is one. There in the college, I have educational life. At home, family life. With friends, social life. But life is one. And that life is spirituality. And that life is spirituality. What is that? Fundamental values. Truth, righteousness, love and peace. That is spirituality. And that spirituality, if it is my life, it will reflect in my family life. It will show off in my social life. It will be carried on to my private life. It will be the backbone in every aspect of my life. So that should be reflected and that should be shown. That has to be demonstrated in every other field of our life. That's what spirituality. It is not separate from the pattern of life. The pattern of life is not anyway different from spirituality, no. Something like butter in the milk, something like sugar in coffee, something like oil in seeds, till seeds. Spirituality is present all over, everywhere. Thank you. Good question. Good question. Your good name?
Balu.
Balu. Bala Subramanian, great singer. SP. Good.
So, Uncle, can I spiritualize being a non-vegetarian?
Pardon?
Can I spiritualize being a non-vegetarian?
Can I spiritualize being a non-vegetarian? My friends, vegetarianism, non-vegetarianism form one part of life, which is important part. Food. Food is very important. Nobody will say food is unimportant. If any fellow says, take it from me, food is most important to that fellow. Therefore he says not important. Food is very important. It is food habit. Vegetarianism or non-vegetarianism is a habit. If you are used to vegetarianism, you cannot relish non-vegetarianism. If you are used to non-vegetarian food, you don't appreciate vegetarian food. But of these two, vegetarian food helps you to be pious or sattvic. Vegetarian food will help you to have tender, soft feelings. Will help you, not make you. You understand my English? I am not saying make you. It will help you. That's one. Two, vegetarian, non-vegetarian is the food to the mouth, to the stomach. All the sounds you hear is the food to the ear. All the thoughts, food to the mind. So, there is food that you draw through these five senses. The sight, the vision, the audition, the taste, the sense of touch. Through all these five senses, we receive food. And that has got to be pious. Let's not take only the food that we eat. The other forms of food, the intake through the eye, the ear, the skin, the taste, all the five senses. Am I clear?
How do we keep ourselves inspired in our daily lives?
Oh, how do you keep ourselves inspired in our daily life? To tell you honestly, we can get inspired by looking at a hero. Some people are inspired by looking at film heroes, cinema heroes. The cinema heroes go on changing. Today one is a hero, tomorrow, at one time Dilip Kumar was the hero. Today Dilip Kumar is not hero, he's an old fellow, finished. Devanand was hero at one time. Today he is not a hero. He is a zero now. So heroes go on changing. As was recently say Amitabh Bachchan is a hero. He is 68 young. Some people say Hrithik Roshan is the hero. Abhishek Bachchan is the hero. So Abhishek Bachchan is the hero, but not Amitabh Bachchan. Hrithik Roshan is the hero, but not the Anil Kumar. So heroes go on changing with the advancing age. In every cinema, English or Telugu, whatever may be, these heroes at one time, because of age, they become zeros. So a hero is not a hero throughout. As a father, I am a hero. As a grandfather, I am a zero. Because grandchildren will climb upon you as if you are Mount Everest. Sons won't hear you. Finished. You are a retired fellow. The children will say you are outdated. At one time a hero. Okay, today you are a zero. So you get inspired by looking at a hero. What kind of a hero? Not hero of a family, not a hero in politics. A fellow may be hero today. Today he may lose in the election. He becomes a zero. But there is a hero who is a hero for all the times, past, present and future. Who is that hero? God. Who is that? Bhagavan Sri Sat Sai Baba. Bhagavan Sri Sat Sai Baba is a hero. All others are zeros. Now, let me complete this. He is the hero. Why? As a boy, he was the hero. He taught all his friends how to do bhajans, Pandari bhajan. As a boy, he was a very good friend to everybody. As a school boy, he helped everybody. So as a boy, Baba is a hero. Later, as an young man, he started encouraging everybody. He is full of activity, dynamism, leadership. Baba was a leader at an young age. And today, he continues to be a leader because he is leading the whole world. Satsang organization all over the world. Satsang service projects all over the world. The mandir, even at this age of 85, he is still a hero. As a boy, as a young man, in old age, he continues to be a hero. Whereas you and I, we are heroes today. After 10 years, zeros. But he is a hero, evergreen hero. So if you follow him, take him as an example, you will feel inspired. Am I clear? Inspiration when you look at a hero, perspiration when you look at a zero. Yes.
But so what drives Swami to...
What's your good name? Huh?
Sukhdev.
Supreet.
Sukhdev.
Means what?
Brother of happiness.
Huh?
Brother of happiness.
Oh, good. You are full of happiness. His question is, what makes Swami continue to be a hero? How could he be a hero as a boy? How could he be a hero as a young man? How is he a hero at this age of 85? Why? That's your question, my friends. What happens is, when I think of myself only, selfishness. When I think of my family, I am still selfish. Because of selfishness, our hero position, our hero qualities get diluted. Everyone is a hero, but we don't continue to be heroes. Why? Selfishness, family interest, self-interest. You see, you don't love all. Baba loves all, so he is the hero. He serves all, So he is a hero. He loves all, he serves all. Therefore he is a hero. Whereas I don't love all. I love Malaysians more. More so, Indian-born Malaysia settled more, and more so, our Sai Center people. You are a hero. When you love all, you can be hero like Baba. When you serve all, you can be hero like Baba. One. Another point is this. His purity. Purity of Baba. Completely pure. He is physically pure. Watch his body. Very pure, very clean. There will be no nails as you and I have. We have nails of the size of a demon for a defensive purpose. See his body, perfectly clean, neatly shaved, dressed well, ironed. Physically he is a hero. Physically. Look at his smile, fresh. You smile, half smile, sarcastic smile, villainous smile of a villain. We don't have smile of a hero. He has a smile of a hero. What is the difference between smile of a hero and a smile of a zero? Some people smile. We watch his smile. Oh, he's smiling. Okay. But when Baba smiles, all of us smile. Because his smile sends forth vibrations so that you too begin to smile. Why? His smile is pure. Without any motive. His smile is smile of a baby. A baby smiles. So nice to look at. When you and I smile, only few people may like it. Members of the family. But baby smiles so nice, full pure. So when Baba smiles, so beautiful. So Baba is a hero. Physically, his dress, his food habits. Eating style, his weight, same constant. Whereas you and I, year by year, hero physically. Mentally he is a hero because he always thinks of others. He never thinks that what I should have, what I should get. No. He always thinks of others. How to help them. How to give water to those thirsty people. How to give food to those who are hungry. How to give clothes. How to give free education. How to give free medical care. He is always bothered about others. Therefore, he is mentally pure. If you want to be mentally pure, let us also think of others. 3. He is intellectually pure, intuitively pure. Why? Because he is Atma or consciousness or the self in everyone. The self is pure. Baba is that supreme self. Understand? So, follow that hero so that we can also be heroes. Follow the master. Face the devil. Face the zeros. Follow the master, the hero. Fight to the end until you are a hero. Finish the game of life by being the hero. That is the answer. Okay?
How are we to know if you're moving forward in spirituality?
Her question is, how are we to know? How are we to know that we are moving forward in spirituality? Very, very good question. Because spirituality is a thing where everyone claims that I am moving forward. You may move forward, but I see you moving backward. If you are spiritually forward, how do you behave? Simple question. An example. How do you know you are eating food? How do you know how much you should eat? Until feel full. So, you eat until you feel full. Good. How much of water should you drink? How do you know how much of water should you drink? Until thirst is quenched. You should eat food until hunger is satiated. Right? So, how do you know that you are perfect? You are marching forward in spirituality. How do you know? You know how much to eat. You know how much to drink. But you do not know how much to be spiritual. These are the points. If you are loving towards everybody, you are forwards in spirituality. If you are peaceful, you are moving forwards in spirituality. If you are happy, blissful, you are moving forward towards spirituality. If you are contented, satisfied, you are moving forward in spirituality. If you act righteously, you are moving forward in spirituality. Your happiness, your bliss, your satisfaction, your peace of mind are the landmarks, are the signs, are the indicators of your forward journey along the path of spirituality. Am I clear? A fellow says, I am unhappy. He is not spiritual. If fellow says, I am not satisfied, I have only 1 crore property, but I am not satisfied. Not spiritual. A fellow is always the castor oil face. Stupid. He is not at all spiritual. Dissatisfied, not spiritual. Unhappy, not spiritual. A man who is always happy, the man who is always dynamic, the man with leadership, dynamism, equality, equanimity, is spiritual man. You will easily find out who is spiritual, who is not. The face will tell you. We feel like being closer to some people. We feel like running away from some people. Why? In the presence of some people, we feel love. In the presence of some people, we feel peace. In the presence of some people, we feel bliss. Baba. Right. Why people come to him? Is he giving any money to us? No. Is he talking to us? No. Do you get first line? No. Sevadal will push you to the last line. Do you have wonderful food here? No. Do you have wonderful life here? No. Are there 7-star hotels here? No. Is there any casino bar here? No. No Las Vegas here. Then why people come here? Because in his presence they feel blissful. In his presence they feel happy. In his presence they feel satisfied. In his presence they feel more loving. They feel that they are cared for. They feel that they are important. They feel they are near and dear in the presence of Swami. So that is the quality of a spiritual man. You understand?
Generally, if some of us don't really follow certain things that Bhagavan says, due to our own emotions and desires, will he be disappointed with us? But we're still devoted to him. Will he be disappointed with us?
Oh. When we do not follow some of the teachings of Baba, will he be disappointed? That's your
Due
question.
to our own emotions and desires.
We don't follow some of the teachings of Baba because of our own limitations and desires, and will he be disappointed with us? Simple example. Is your father disappointed with you if you don't follow him completely? No. He appears to be disappointed. Why? To make you follow him. But undercurrent, he loves you. The father says, "That is stupid, read well." Do you mean to say he is angry towards you? If the son fails, father is angry. If the neighbor's son fails, he is not bothered. Don't bother the boy. Failure is the stepping stone to success. Next time you can pass. But if my son fails, I'll give him 2. Why? Why? Love. Therefore, the disappointment and appointment are only superficial. But there is undercurrent love. So Swami will never be disappointed with us, because disappointment is not the quality of God. Why? God has two qualities, giving and forgiving. Giving and forgiving. If you don't follow one teaching, forgives you. When you follow one teaching, He gives you the grace. When you follow, He gives grace. When you do not follow, He forgives. Yes, because He is forgiving, so many people are coming. If He is disappointed, if He is angry, whole Prashanti will be empty. Whole Prashanti Nilayam will be empty. Because all of us have our own weaknesses, all of us have our own pitfalls, mistakes. But He forgives, therefore we are coming. If He says, those who speak lies have no admission into Prashanti Nilayam. Can anybody go there? Those who do righteous dharmic activities only can enter. Those who are in peace can get in. Because we don't have those things, we are going there. Why do you go to hotel? You are hungry, therefore you go. Because we are weak, we are going to be there to be strong. Understand? So there is nothing like disappointment in the lifestyle of God. God is always hopeful. Man is always hopeless. God always has what you call a hopeful end. Or I should say, He has endless hope, while we have hopeless end. That's what He is. So nothing there.
After perfection, what do you think of miracle? Does miracle always give a success ending, or there's also miracle bad ending and good?
Are, what's your name? Huh? Vasant. Ah, what are you doing there? What are you studying? What class? Huh?
Ninth, uncle. Ninth.
Ninth class fellow has put a question of PhD standard. Great. Such a boy. Very good. God bless you. What is his question? Does a miracle end in success? Does a miracle end in a failure? What is your concept of a miracle? That's what. Let me define what a miracle is. What is a miracle? Miracle is a surprise. Miracle is a surprise. Anything that is unexpected is a miracle. It may be a failure or a success. But we think all that ends in success is a miracle. No. Birth is as much a miracle as death. Success is as much a miracle as failure. Victory is as much a miracle as defeat. Profit is as much a miracle as loss, as both are unexpected. So what is my role now? My role is to accept unconditionally. That is spirituality. To accept a miracle, as God's gift, unconditionally, is spirituality. You understand? Good question. Yes.
Uncle, how can negativity change to positivity?
Good. That's why I'm always interested to interact with youngsters. That's why Baba has given top priority to youth. I can understand. Of course, you are youth. And I am youthful, understand? You are youth, yes. Her question is this: how to turn, how to change the negativity into positivity. Negative to turn to positive. That's our question. Very good. First, understand the harm that negativity causes you. Negativity is dangerous. Negativity is poisonous. Negative is travel backwards. Negativity is suicidal. Suicide. Negativity is hopeless. This is more among youngsters. They want to join a job. They don't go immediately. How much they are going to pay? Will that money enough or not? When I get married, is that enough or not? Whether this job will get promotions or not. Negative thinking. If I talk to Anil Kumar, supposing if he shouts at me, what shall I do? Why do you think that I shout at you? If you go to the doctor, supposing he gives a medicine which is not suitable to me, I may die. You go to the class, he teaches me something, I may not understand anything. Negativity. So negativity is dangerous, poisonous, horrible. It will never help you. Positivity is hopeful. It is promising. It is wishful. It is a golden dream. It is spiritual. Simple example. Supposing while walking, a stone hits my toe. I get it injured. Negative thing is, why should I come along this way? Who dropped that stone there? That fellow has done it intentionally, knowing that I am coming this way. This is negative. Positive thing is, it's good, it has hit my toe only. I have not fallen totally. There is no fracture. The leg need not be removed or amputated. I am fine. I am fine. Instead of feeling that a thorn has pinched your foot, be happy that thorn has not gone into your ear, to your eye. Don't feel so bad that you don't have a car. Be happy you have 2 legs to walk. Don't be unhappy that you don't have a big building. Be happy with a cottage, a shelter you have. So, don't feel bad when scorpion bites you. Be happy that you are not bitten by a snake. Don't feel bad when a snake bites you. Be happy you have not died because of a snake bite. So, you should be happy like that. Always think that things would have been much worse than this. I am happy with what I have. Instead of saying, supposing I bring glass with half full of water, instead of saying the glass is half empty, let us say it is half full. It is half full. Don't say it's half empty. That is positive. Positive. Say that a thorn has a flower. Positive. Flower has a thorn. Negative. So let us develop positive thinking. Do you understand?
What do you have in mind about law of attraction, and how would you relate law of attraction to karma?
Law of attraction and law of karma. Karma has so many meanings. Karma is such a word in Sanskrit. It has so many meanings. But I take this meaning to link both the questions. Karma, in this context, is action. The law of karma, action. And then attraction is said. Power of attraction. Well, action, attraction. That is the relationship, right? If your actions are good, you will have higher level of attraction. If your actions are wrong, you don't attract. On the other hand, people will condemn you. Power of attraction depends upon your actions. Simple. Your actions are full of service. You will attract. Take for example Teresa, Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa attracted the whole world. Why? Because of service. Baba attracted the whole world because of his love. So if your actions are selfless, if your actions are based on love, if your actions are pure, then you will have attraction. That's what it is. Good question. So, be more loving so that you can attract more people. Be selfless, you can attract more people. Some simple example. Supposing I speak about my life to all of you. I was born in India. I started my studies. I go on speaking. You'll start looking at your watches. I'm not attracting you. On the other hand, I speak about you, Subhashini. Supposing I speak of Vasant. When I speak of you, I attract you. When I speak of myself, it is repulsion. Attraction when you think of others. Repulsion when you think of yourself. Understood? Yes. What do you want, repulsion or attraction?
Uncle, how are we to practice being a dynamic child?
Oh, what should we do to be dynamic? Pardon? Dharmic. Oh, dharmic. Everyone knows what is dharmic, what is not dharmic. To copy in the examination is not dharmic. To speak ill of others is not dharmic. To steal is not dharmic. To speak lies is not dharmic. To harm others, to hurt others, to spread rumors is not. Everyone knows what is dharmic. What is not adharmic is dharmic. Absence of light is darkness. Absence of darkness is the presence of light. So, absence of adharmic activity is the presence of dharmic activity. You understand?
Because sometimes we tell lie to actually feel a better situation, making a better situation. So at times we
It is permissible according to Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, even lies are permitted when it is a question to save the life of somebody. Yes, to help somebody, that's what you say. That's not a license for everything. No. Yes.
Because if everything happens according to God's will, then how does the law of karma come into play?
Everything happens according to God's will. Then, where does this question of suffering or karma come into the picture is this question. I'll give you a simple example what Baba has given. You go to the market, you buy vegetables, you buy provisions, they are all fresh, right? Vegetables are fresh, tamarind is fresh, all stuff is fresh. That's God's will. While cooking, you add more salt, karma. While cooking, you add more chili powder, karma. While cooking, you use what you call spoiled vegetables, karma. So, God's creation is God's will, which is pure. In permutation and combination, as in cooking, you do karma there. So you have to suffer from the effects of karma. See, I have salt here, chili powder here, sambar powder here. Now I am preparing sambar. That's God's will. If I put more salt, my karma. If I put more sambar powder, my karma. More chili powder, my karma. So karma is my combination. Provisions, sambar powder, salt, chili, God's creation. That is pure, perfect. My combination is imperfect. That's my karma. Am I clear? That's it. Yes.
No, when you do something, you do with your
all your efforts to gain success. What if you put all your effort and you still experience failure?
All of you followed the question? Good question. Even when you put all your effort, sometimes you end up in a failure. The answer is this. There is a better thing to do now. Simple example. I give you my own example. I studied biology to become a doctor. I studied well, but I did not get seat in medicine. I ended up in a failure. But I have become a professor. Now I understand God wanted me to be a professor to be successful. Had I been a doctor, I would have been utter failure. Because I cannot see the blood. I cannot see anybody suffering. So as the patient comes into my room, I start crying before the... So God saved me from that miserable life. I am happy as a professor, influencing thousands of people, rather treating thousands of patients. Because while treating patients, I become the first patient. You put in your effort. When you are met with a failure, know that there is another plan of God, which you do not know now.
Based on this question, like you put so much effort and you don't get success, is that also based on karma?
Based karma action, yes. Because our actions go as per karma. Yes.
సార్ మీరు ఈ ఏజ్లో కూడా మీరు యూత్ లాగా ఇంకా ఎలాగా మీరు అలా స్పీచ్ ఎనర్జీ ఎలాగ వస్తుంది సార్ మీకు దానికి
You know his question? It's a confidential question. It is a personal secret question. He said, how are you so happy? Why are you full of enthusiasm even at this age? But I want him to correct the second part of it. At this age means what? At an young age you mean. Okay. Why am I happy? All this, as you put it. The reason is this. I am happy while making others happy. Therefore I continue to be happy. Second, I am happy because I share the pleasure and the pain of everybody. When a student is like that, with a long face, I feel so bad. I go to him. He may be M.Tech fellow or PhD fellow. Why are you serious like that? Any problem with your roommates? Problem with your professors? Then I'll ask him, what's your name? There's one boy who is in France now. He said, sir, my name is Shubhu. He is from Kodaikanal. Are you a Shubhu? Are you a Kushbu? I said. Kushbu is actress in Tamil. Sir, Kushbu? He started smiling. Then I'm happy. I'm happy while making unhappy people happy. There was another boy, MBA. He is now in Bangalore, getting 2 lakh salary. What's wrong with you? Sir. Why? Why? Then I said, what's your name? He said, Manish. Where do you come from? Calcutta. Manisha Koirala. Manisha Koirala is a famous film actress in Hindi. Sir? He came recently to Puttaparthi. I forgot him because he has put on weight. Sir, do you remember me? I'm Manisha Koirala. So, I am happy by making others happy. I am happy because in trying to make unhappy people happy. 3, I am happy because I don't compete with anybody. Suppose Swami gives you a ring. I don't think, why should she get the ring? Why not? I get the ring. You got the ring, congratulations. That's all. I don't compete with anybody. I don't compare with anybody. I am very happy. You may get the vibhuti today. I may get a chain tomorrow. You may get a pada namaskar today. I may get a ring tomorrow. You may get interview today. I may go along with him to Kodaikanal. So, don't compete. Don't compare. Because you are full, I tell you. I am very happy. Whether he talks to me or not, whether he looks at me or not, I am very happy. Because when he is talking to you, I am there. I am looking at him. So, Swami is talking to you while I am looking at him. Both of us are lucky. Don't you think so? You are lucky because talking to you. I am lucky because I am looking at him. Both are lucky. Why do you say I am lucky? Swami spoke. He did not speak to you, calling you to your bedroom. No. He is not talking to you there in the interview room. He is talking to you in public. All of us are looking there. We are also lucky. Don't you think so? That's how I think. I take things like that. That's why I am happy. That's why.
What should the youth do to make Swami happy?
What should youth do to make Swami happy? First, make your parents happy. That's what he is telling repeatedly. If parents are not happy, it's impossible to make Swami happy. Out of question. Make parents happy. 2, make all your elders happy. 3, when you have that love for God, Swami will be happy. Love for God. 4, if you serve others, Swami will be happy. Service, love, parents, elders. 5, if you are patriotic, if you love your own country, you love Malaysia. When you are in Malaysia, love your country, love your culture. Staying there in Malaysia, you cannot say, I want Indian culture, I want to be in India. Please come back. Please come back. Because I met in America, there are many people who say, I love Indian culture. Then I said, why are you here? Please go back. They want American money and in Indian culture. Impossible. Impossible. Therefore, love any country where you stay. Love the language, your mother tongue. Love your people. Love your culture. That's what Swami wants. Love God. Love of God. Fear of sin. Papa bhiti. Fear of sin. Love of God. Daiva priti. 3rd, morality in society. Sangha niti. That's how we can make Swami happy. Clear? Right. Good question. Good question.
Support with examples to my quotation. Without God I am zero. With God I am hero. How can you support?
You want me to give you an example? Yeah. Very good. I'll give you the example that Swami has given. 1, put 0, 10. Put another 0, 100. Put another 0, 1,000, 10,000, lakh like that. Remove this 1. 5 zeros, okay, keep it. 7 zeros, still a 0. 8 zeros, still a 0. With hero, 0 gets the value. That is the example given. Simple example. Krishna is the hero. Arjuna is a 0. That's why he won in the battle. Whereas Duryodhana has 10 battalions of army. So much of money in the bank. So many warriors, all zeros. but he has no hero. So Krishna has zeros without hero. Arjuna has hero, and he being a zero, he could win the battle. You understand? That's what it is.
How can a newcomer like these people who are very much new to this organization now and believe Baba is a God?
How can a newcomer believe in God? How can a newcomer know that Baba is God? First, a newcomer should know how he has come. Why you have not come all these years? You have come only now. Why did you not come all these years? That shows Baba brought you here. You have not come on your own. You have not come on your own. Baba brought you here. That's first thing. How do you say that? Many people wanted to come here. They could not come. Many people never wanted to be here. They are here. Some people, they never wanted, but they are dragged, they are brought here. That shows your coming is Baba's will, not at your will. Understand? One. Two, you experience in your life, after coming here, you will experience here in your own life, attend bhajans, read his books, and do your duty. You will be very, very successful in your life. You will get very high percentage of marks. You will be a good friend. You will be a good son. You will be a good daughter. You will be a good officer. Your success in life is a proof of the divinity of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. And your ideal life, suppose you say, oh, so and so is there. Yeah, how about him? How about him? Vasant, how about him? Are? Why do you ask about Vasant? He's a good boy. How do you say? He's Baba's devotee. Subhashini, he's a good girl, best girl. Why? Baba's devotee. So, you get a good name in society. And we don't need your conduct certificate. Nobody needs to say, he's a good girl, he's a son. You are Baba's devotee, you are best. When you have Reserve Bank Governor's signature, it is a currency note. Nobody needs to say it's a rupee, no. Reserve Bank Governor is there. So, Baba's name is a conduct certificate. Baba's name is wealth. Baba's name is testimonial. Baba's name is a title in your life. Your success, your happiness, your contentment, your friendliness, your loving nature, your serviceable quality, they are all the features that will get into your life hereafter, back home in Malaysia, and you will experience him every second of your life. How do you say there is electricity? Put your fingers in the plug, then you will learn. But intimate your parents first. So, your life is the proof of the divinity of Baba. Am I understand?
Your opinion, what does Baba look for most devotee? Is it devotion or discipline?
What does Baba look for? Is it devotion or discipline? Very good. Devotion without discipline is emotion. Devotion without discipline is emotion, is sentiment, is a feeling, is passion. But devotion with discipline is a total, is complete. Devotion with discipline will make you more dutiful. Do your duty better. So, devotion, discipline, duty, all the three go together. You know, three-piece suit. Pant, coat and a short one. Three-piece suit, you know. You know, three-piece. I got two. Had I thought that you like it, I would have worn that and come here. Three-piece suit, right? So similarly, duty, discipline, devotion. These three go together. Three go together. Understand? Meaning, milk, decoction, sugar go together to make coffee. Three go together. Yeah? Mere decoction is bitter. Mere sugar, too much sweet. Mere milk, tasteless. Mix the three. Good Spencer coffee. Duty, devotion, discipline. Right?
Can we now give Professor Anil Kumar to clap?
I thank you very much. I thank you very much for your gracious presence here. I appreciate all your questions and I really congratulate you for being here. I also congratulate your parents for sending you here and I pray Bhagavan to grant you with many more opportunities of being here. I also pray Bhagavan to see that you continue your devotion, to see that you will be blissful and successful in your lives. You'll get all this interview, all these questions and answers in the website saiwisdom.com. I pray for Baba's choicest blessings to be showered on each and every one of you here. Thank you very much.
So on behalf of the Satisai Baba Central Council of Malaysia, we would like to really thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your time, for making us happy today, and most of all for inspiring every soul here.
Do you think so?
I think so.